How's it going today? Today we're going to talk about the review of the week. We're going to look out for the week and everything like that. I'm going to make it quick. I hate to make these videos too long. I know you're here just for the information, but make sure to like and subscribe. And we're going to kick it right off. Monday, we're going to hear from Palo Alto. Palo Alto is a cybersecurity type stuff like that. Had some weak numbers from Zscaler, but I think Palo Alto, it's a little bit bigger, has a little bit bigger network. I think it's going to have a decent quarter. But before I go any further, with anything, the coronavirus, I believe it might cause some pullbacks. If it does, pick some of these good companies that have no relationships will fit that. Don't go diving for the airlines and all these. I mean, have any connection with China, just get out of it. You don't really need some of them companies are pretty bad companies anyway. They don't beat the market. Anyway, back into it. Salesforce is a company reports. I think it's good, but the only thing with Salesforce is it's ran up a little bit. I think it actually be a good quarter for them, but the market is overbought. So everybody knows it's going to pull back, and maybe we're going to get one. Maybe we haven't. We haven't had really a good pullback. Maybe 1%, 2%, but not really good 5, 6, 7, 10% pullback, which I believe we will eventually get it. God only knows when that will be. But I just keep adding to it, but don't go extreme. Have a little bit of cash. Wait for them pullbacks. Always wait for the pullbacks before you make a big investment. Always wait for them. You always get them. I'll tell you that much right now. I've never seen the market just go straight up, and that's what it's been doing the last couple of days, really the last couple of weeks. You can get 1% pullback and then go right back up. That ain't gonna last forever. I'll tell you that much right now. Anyway, and the next one is Etsy. Etsy, I think it could have a good quarter, and it's been kind of down. I think Etsy's actually on the verge of a turnaround. Really has some good numbers. I think it's kind of undervalued, and Etsy's I think probably be the strong call of the week on earnings. If it can have a good earnings, I believe the stock can go up a little bit. I never really buy or sell on any earnings. I never hold for any earnings. I never trade any earnings, but I believe maybe buy some now before. And maybe wait after if it has a good one. There's no other weaknesses and stuff like that. Then maybe buy some more. I mean, depends on. I don't want you to overextend your positions though. No, 100% positions allocated to it. But anyway, and then we hear from Square. That's Wednesday. Etsy here on Wednesday, and Square we hear that. I think it's good. I recommended Square in my last video. I believe this company has a lot more room to go. I think it can, but it's ran up a little bit. All these stocks, it's always the same. I think they're good numbers, but it's ran up a lot, and Square's one of them. I mean, this thing's up over 20% in a month. I mean, or two or whatever it is. It's up quite a bit. I know it was around 50, up 86% or $80 to $86. So I believe it can have a pullback, and it's just the way it is with the stock market. Sometimes it goes crazy and then go pull back. But don't get scared out of your position if it sells off during whatever. I don't. It's kind of when the stock runs up, just picture that's expectations. The expectations are risen. They keep rising. And sometimes even, it'd be like saying, your favorite sports player, or let's say you pick your favorite quarterback. He might be the greatest quarterback of all time. But if you say he's going to win every game and win 20, 30 Super Bowls, that's kind of unrealistic. You know what I mean? It's and that's what happens sometimes in the stock market. These valuations get overextended, and, expectations go through the roof. And once they hit the roof, anyway, they're going to have some problems. But anyway, next is the 27th, which will be Thursday. I think we hear from VMware, which I think it'd be a good quarter. I haven't recommended anything like that from VMware. It's one of these stocks I've been kind of looking at. It's in the cloud space, so I believe a lot of these companies that operate in the cloud, they're going to be big, and I think that's the big trend for the next couple years going out. I think with a lot of these cloud stocks. So I kind of wait for a little pullback in the sector. And we had one, last summer. It was in August or so. We had a pullback, and I was buying some of these cloud stocks that ran up so much. I mean, had a nice pullback on some of them. And the next one is Workday. Workday is it's ever since that bad kind of this I forget, was it an investor day or whatever. Ever since then, Workday hasn't reached its top, but it's been slowly climbing. I think it'll be a good quarter. I believe sometimes negativity gets baked into it a little too much. But I believe Workday will have a good one, but I believe it's ran up a little too much. Once again, ran up a little too much. And now the next one is my number one stock for the year is the Trade Desk. I'm a big fan of the Trade Desk. I like what it's doing. I can leave a link in the description of that video of why the 3 reasons to buy it, 1 reason not to. Of the Trade Desk, and it's number one in actually my largest closing in on my larger position. I mean, I haven't looked at it. I don't really look at my portfolio daily. I mean, normally I check it once a week and then kind of move on with my life. But Amazon, I believe, I think Amazon is, but the Trade Desk is getting close. The Trade Desk is just keep going up and up and up. I think it'll be a good quarter. Usually, the first quarter be the fourth quarter, reporting the numbers. I believe the numbers will be good just because it works in advertisement. Advertisement kind of works good around the holidays. They always advertise it. I think it'll be a good quarter, but it's kind of ran up a little bit. The stocks went up over 20-30% this year. So, I mean, it's a big run up in the markets. I think what's up 6. I mean, that is a run up. So if the Trade Desk, I think they would have to really crush it, but I don't know. I think they're going to try, but I think it's going to be great. I really, you really think about with Disney Plus and all this advertisement coming in on the Trade Desk. I think the Trade Desk has a big opportunity, and I still like the stock regardless of on the quarter. I just kind of check these quarters, and how do I play these quarters? I never buy any stock before a quarter. I never think like that. I always think long term and just kind of check in. If a stock moves 10%, I go look at it. I always read it. I always read it and make my own decisions. I kind of like reading it in a vacuum if I can. It's kind of hard when you get notifications on your thing. I like to read it for myself and go, is that a good quarter? Because sometimes the stock can go up even on a bad quarter. And sometimes it can get crushed. It's all about expectations. If everybody thinks it's going to miss, it going to get priced in, then it beats, it goes up. And then you think, oh, wow, it's a good quarter. But, it's all about expectations. Really just think about that. If a stock has low expectations, the stock sells off before it could actually go up on its quarter. But anyway, I don't really think of quarters and months. I think of years. I don't plan on selling any of these stocks, even if they go down 10%. I could just take the hit for a couple days, maybe buy a couple shares if I'm not overly allocated to that one position. But anyway, I hope leave a comment of what you're watching. The Trade Desk is probably my biggest when I'm watching. Trades Desk and Salesforce and Square are my free big ones I'm watching. And make sure to like, subscribe, and I go keep on putting out these videos of stocks that I recommend, and I believe everybody should own some percent. Don't go crazy with any of the ones I recommend. Always do your research. This kind of the channel I do to kind of hopefully broaden your horizon on. A lot of people always get these big media companies, the Home Depot, I think was reporting. I don't really watch the Home Depots, the big oil companies, and all them companies already get media exposure. I don't really like to talk about them on this thing. How many people are talking about Etsy and Palo Alto and especially the Trade Desk. I really never hear anybody, oh, this is the Trade Desk, Maybe anymore you hear it once in a while, like it has a good quarter and the stock ran up. But other than how many people are talking about the Trade Desk, not a whole lot. Anyway, thank you for watching, and have a great day. Thank you.